Now, shifting its focus to the chip industry, the US Federal Trade Agency may look into a potential patent infringement on memory chips produced by Korean firms. This comes after a US chipmaker raised complaints against the companies, including Samsung-SKhainic's and SK-Hynix, two of Korea's leading chipmakers, for violating US Customs Law 337. The clause allows the US-based International Trade Commission to ban the import of products that have violated the intellectual property right of individuals or businesses. The ITC has yet to announce whether it will start an investigation, but if it does, it would deal a huge blow to Korean firms that control a sizable portion of the US market. The latest pressure comes just weeks after the trade agency proposed imposing tougher trade barriers on imported Korean washing machines.